Alright, this is video number 4. We're continuing to look at data, and we had talked about finding the range of a set of data and the inner quartile range for a set of data. So in your packet, right where we left off, I'm looking at example number 2. And as you can see, I've already entered this data onto my calculator. So you're going to want to take a second, if you haven't done that, to go ahead and enter the data. You can pause the video and enter the data onto the calculator to make sure you know how to do this. Okay, after you enter the data, we're going to do exactly what we've been doing. We're going to go back to Stat, and then we're going to hit Calc, and again we're going to stick with one variable, Statistics. There's data only in list number 1, so we're going to tell the calculator that the data is in list 1, second L1, and then we're going to press Enter. So now we can take a look. We wanted the range, so the range is the highest. So let's find that using the calculator. You can see the minimum is 23 and the maximum is 160. So the range, remember, the range is the highest, or in this case we'll say the maximum, minus the minimum. So that will be 160 minus the minimum of 23. And so with your calculator, you can just do 160 minus 23, and you'll get a range of 137. That's the overall range of the data. Now, to go back to my data, or my information from the calculator, I'm going to have to do the one variable statistics again. Now the next thing that they asked me to find is the interquartile range. Now remember, that is, from your notes above, take a look, that is Q3, quartile 3 minus quartile 1. Q3 minus Q1. So on the calculator, we're going to look for, see there's Q1 right there, 31. Q3 is 77. All of this is just coming off the calculator. So it's 77 minus 31, which is 46, which is the inner quartile range. Okay, let's jump down to this problem right here that says example number 1. And let's enter the data on our calculator. So go ahead and pause the video and enter the data on your calculator. Okay, so I've got the data entered on my calculator, so I'm going to go to Stat, Calc, one variable Statistics, list number 1, and Enter. Now, assuming I have the data in my calculator right, I think I do. I typed this pretty quickly. I'm going to find the maximum, which is 46, minus the minimum, which is 12, which gives me a range of 34. Again, remember, that's the overall range. Now the next one that I want to find is the inner quartile range, and the inner quartile range is Q3, which is 30.5, minus Q1, which is 23, so 30.5 minus 23. Whoops, let's do that again. 30.5 minus 23 gives me an interquartile range of 7.5. And there's some other examples that you can take a look at here. The next video that we're going to do one final video on box and whisker graphs. So come back when you have done the rest of the practice. You need to make sure you practice these. Come back to video number 5 to look at the inner quartile range.